Hi, I'm Tara from Treble in the Kitchen, and I have a very yummy breakfast recipe for you. So since I'm completing the Whole30 challenge, I've been eating a lot of sweet potatoes and eggs. And when I started combining these two foods together, I immediately thought of my mom's famous farmer's breakfast. Now my mom's farmer's breakfast is made of fried breakfast potatoes, breakfast sausage, lots and lots of cheese, and scrambled eggs. Clearly this is not a Whole30 compliant meal, but I created this meal with my mom's farmer's breakfast in mind. It's a delicious and healthy sweet potato breakfast scramble. Okay, so all you need to complete this meal is one sweet potato, thinly sliced into round discs, just like this, about a 1/4 cup of onion, nice and chopped, half of a jalapeno with the ribs and the seeds removed so that you get rid of a lot of the spice and all you have is that yummy jalapeno flavor. Salt and pepper to taste, just a little bit goes a long way. A big handful of fresh spinach. And then 3 eggs and 2 egg whites nice and scrambled up. Not sure if you can see that there. And then to top it all off, you'll need half of an avocado nice and chopped. Alright, so to get started, you're going to want to preheat your pan to medium-high heat, and you're going to want to make sure this is a non-stick skillet because we're not adding any extra fat or oil to this dish. So if you have a regular skillet and it's not non-stick, cleaning this will be a nightmare and you probably won't be able to flip your potatoes or eggs or anything. So make sure it's non-stick. Then we're going to take our potatoes and we're just going to create a nice layer on the bottom of the pan so that these taters can cook up and get nice and crispy. So if they overlap a little bit, that's totally okay. We're going to be flipping these around later. We just want to make sure that as much of the potato as possible touches the bottom of the pan to shorten the cooking time and make sure that they're nice and soft when we eat them later. So just layer them up, layer them up. Okay, so my pan is completely covered with these sweet potatoes. Next, you're going to take your onions, just dump them right on top. Take your jalapeno, also dump that right on top. And then sprinkle in your salt and pepper. All right, this next step, set the timer for 2 minutes and you're going to step away. We're just going to let these potatoes cook, get nice brown and crispy, soft in the middle, and then you're going to come back and flip them. So set the timer for 2 minutes and step away. Timer went off. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. So now you're going to take your plastic spatula so that you don't scrape your nonstick pan, and you're just going to flip these potatoes so that the other side touches the bottom of the pan and that the jalapenos and onions start to get some of that warm pan on their bottoms as well. Alright, so it's not going to be 100% perfect. Some potatoes are still going to be on top of the other. Some potatoes aren't going to flip all the way. That's okay. We are going to complete this 3 to 4 times total until the potatoes are nice and crispy and they're cooked all the way through. Alright, so we got to set that timer again. Step away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and we're back, and I'm thinking our potatoes look like they're done. Oops, man overboard. Oh, they look so good. Only one way to be sure. I have to taste test one. I'll let it sit there, cool off for a second. Mmm, yummy, soft in the middle, slightly crispy on the outside, really tasty. So, next up, take your big handful of spinach and pop it right on top. Alright, you're then going to take your spatula and you're just going to mix that spinach in. Now this is where the magic happens. The spinach is going to literally wilt down and shrink so that you can barely even notice that it's in there. All right, this happens in a matter of seconds, honestly. So just continue to gently flip the potatoes, combine the spinach with the rest of the ingredients, and as soon as that shrinks down, we'll get to add the eggs. It's already shrinking. Oops. All right. It is looking like that spinach is wilted. It's crazy. It seriously disappears. Okay, so next step. Time to add the scrambled eggs. So simply add this right over the top of everything else and just let it sit there. Allow it to cook. See the edges begin to harden. Once you see the edges begin to cook up and harden, that's when you can take your spatula and begin to fold it into the rest of the ingredients. So I'll wait just a little bit more. All right, I see that nice crust on the edge. Time to fold it in. It smells so delicious, and we're almost done. I can barely wait to try it. Now for me, this meal makes about two meals, depending on how hungry you are. You could eat the whole thing, I guess, if you wanted to. But what I like to do, because I love this meal so much, is eat it for breakfast and for dinner. Oops, I'm kind of a messy cook. Oh, so just keep folding those eggs in. You'll notice less and less liquid as the eggs continue to cook. Everything's integrating all together. Almost to the final step. All right, and so when you notice that there's no more liquid, that means that the egg is completely cooked through. All right, friends. I am thinking that this dish is thoroughly cooked. All right, the final step, and the best step of all, is to grab your favorite plate, serve it up, make sure you get some potatoes in there. And then you get to top it with that avocado if you want to. Try it and enjoy. Definitely a winner. Enjoy!